Hello, stranger.
Hey, man, what's up?
What's going on?
It's like I ain't been here in a month.
Well, it's been 2 weeks.
It feels like a month, dude.
I don't even know what happened the first week. Sick or busy?
No, first week I was on call.
That's right.
Took that outage call. We were 30 minutes in the last episode. And then I had to bounce.
Episode and we weren't able to.
I ruined the entire thing. Almost quit the show.
Yep. And then the storm happened. So that way we couldn't reschedule.
Yeah, I've been working. Actually, today's I'm finally off today. Finally. Yeah. It's been fucking crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, so this is episode 38, Infinite Weekend. Welcome if you're a first time listener. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so just recap on what happened is we were recording on a random night like we usually do, I think a Thursday or Friday. And like I said, you were on call, and so you ended up getting a call with an outage right in the middle, like you had to handle it right in the middle of the podcast. So it was like kind of a scuffed episode. So we were like,
yeah, well,
let's just try this. We figured like, well, let's try this again, and we weren't able to do it because of that outage.
Yeah. And then we had that storm roll through it. Well, actually, it wasn't really a storm. It was straight line winds after a storm.
Yeah. So, and then on our normal recording time, for the following, it was like, all right, well, we just missed this week. We'll get the next one.
Right.
Fucking storm of the decade or whatever. Yeah. Straight line winds, like 80, it was 79
80.
miles?
They clocked one at 80.
80.
They said it was upwards of a Category 1 or 2 hurricane.
In Middle Tennessee, and actually where we are, had the highest winds in Middle Tennessee. So, we got particularly fucked up.
We got our ass kicked. It's pretty
so
special.
I'm unemployed currently, in between jobs. So I didn't have to deal with an outage, but you did, which took up all your time.
That's
you
correct.
Probably like 40 hours overtime or some shit.
Yeah, on top of regular. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't out in the field like the lineman guys were, but yeah, it was all hands on deck. It was a lot, man.
And then I had so you wouldn't have been able to record anyway. And then I had the winds picked up my metal carport, slapped it up against the side of the house on my power line and my internet line, my fiber line.
Which was funny because I like how you said, my carport's jumping a little bit. I said, you're like, it ain't going to go nowhere. And
it's too heavy. It's bolted down.
5 minutes later, you're like, well, there goes my carport.
Yep.
I was like, pictures, please?
Yep.
It looked like a potato chip.
Scared the shit out of my cat. He was under the bed all day. So
it was bad,
because it was banging around. It's metal, so it had, metal, sheet metal on top and everything. So it was just loud because the wind was banging around. So it was laying up on my power line, and I was like, oh, this is bad. The power was still on at the time. Of course, it was flickering because the wind was, moving the lines and everything that happens. But it finally did go out. I was like, okay, good. At least it's not going to,
I just thought maybe
engaged.
you bought a cheap home, because my house was fine.
Maybe.
So
well, you're kind of like in a hole down there.
Mine is tucked nicely under the ground.
I'm up on this hill.
Yeah, you got a corner lot. You got to pay. You know what I mean?
Corner lot, you get fucked. And the carport happened to be in the direction of the wind too. So if the carport was on the opposite side, like the wind was coming from the east or wherever the fuck it,
right.
whatever, then it would have been fine.
If it was a brisk southwest,
right,
it would have been fine.
But it was a torrential northeast, and it fucked me up. Right,
it was pretty gnarly looking in the pictures. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of stuff.
Yep. And then the wind just cut it. I mean, it was up against the house in full one piece. And then the wind just ripped it to shreds. Yeah, so there was like pieces all over the front yard, and it lifted up some up onto the roof and got up under the shingles. The wind took them from there, and so I actually have to get a whole new roof replaced, gutters, carport, the whole nine. Actually, since it was on the line, it just jarred my mass from the meter box. So you can actually see where it's like moved from the meter box is like torqued. Yep. So I'm going to have all that redone.
Electrician's got to do all that.
So I'm going to make sure the claim adjuster comes next week. So I've already got a contractor to do the roof, and you saw I got it tarped for rain.
They did that?
Yeah, the contractor did.
I was going to tell you, one of my friends who owns a roofing company actually made a comment. I was going to send it to you yesterday. It was like, don't trust roofers who are walking around neighborhoods.
Oh, really?
I was like, too late. But I mean, with him saying that, I'm like, yeah, but if you know business is about to boom, like,
yeah, I mean, get out there and do your thing.
I don't. It's a roof.
I looked them online. They had good reviews. I read a bunch of people's reviews, and also
I know you're not an idiot. I just want to be a dick.
Insurance is paying for it, so I don't give a flying fuck. Steve probably wants outside. Okay. I wonder if we can hear him on the pod. I mean, I heard him.
I heard it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got startled from it. Like there was some sort of something.
We might actually be able to hear it on the pod. That'd be awesome.
Shit. Yeah.
What if he's like jerking off.
I always have an irrational fear of that, like when it's dark in the house. Like I always think of like, because we're such movie buffs. The other day I was coming up the stairs to make sure the lights were off before everybody went to bed. And like, it was just me. Everybody was already sleeping. And like, I was just thinking to myself, like standing in the kitchen, I was like, what if it's, you get that eerie quietness of the house, right? And then it's pitch black in the hallway. Like you can't see down the hallway when the lights are off. I was like, what if something you just hear like, and then something runs out and I'm just like instantly I lock. I'm just like, I would freeze.
Well, yeah. Your response to danger is to lock up.
I lock up, I flex and I lock up. Right. So I don't know
what mine is. Mine would probably be flail.
Yeah.
A lot of flailing.
Well, it happens and I'm like, I would just like, and like, here it comes. And I'm like, well, good. If I tighten up, she won't be able to knock me over this thing. Because I always imagine it's some lady in a nightie, like some kind of ghoulish creature.
From The Conjuring. Yeah.
Speaking of creepy, whenever the power went out, so our power was out mine was 2 days, almost 3.
Shit,
here.
It wasn't that long.
Yours came up before ours did. So I came to the house before I stayed the night at my folks' house. We didn't have anything. It was like 10 o'clock. I came home and showered real quick, which was awful. And it was like being on a camping trip. So I got in, we had a citronella candle, one from outside because we didn't have any candles. So I had like a pail and then a flashlight.
Right.
But I get in there, and as I'm getting out, I hear like this loud bang. Well, people are always worried about like social collapse and all this stuff. A blackout terrifies me.
Yeah.
Because it brings out the worst in people. So I immediately go on the defense.
Yeah.
Like to hear shit like that. So I was in the house. I heard a smash.
There's always something weird happening with this podcast. What the hell is he doing?
I heard a smash I thought it was in my truck. So I grabbed my gun and I was like, this is it. So I shut the lights off. I blew out the candles and I hit the door and I was like, I'm going to catch them before they catch me. Because it was moonlight. So I'm like pacing the windows and I've got my gun and I'm like, I'm going to catch them. There's no one outside. But I walked back outside and I was like, there's enough moonlight to see stuff. But I was like, this is what terrifies me, is bringing out the worst of it. If this went on for like 2 weeks, you're going to have people in your neighborhoods. I'm sorry. I'm here to tell you.
Yeah.
Buy your shit. Be ready.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't had, I don't know.
Blackout scares me.
California has rolling blackouts, but I think they have a lot of blackouts, but they're controlled. I guess.
But all you can have there is a slingshot.
Well, I'm not worried about that. So they have blackouts all the time, but it's not prolonged, I guess, for like weeks on end. So yeah, I'd be curious. I think it would only take a couple weeks for it to just start to fall apart.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. It was weird for sure.
Especially if it was you're in an extreme weather season, like if it was middle of winter or middle of summer. People can't get cool, they can't get warm, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or then that's where it gets bad. I mean, some people with that, we had straight line winds, but up north. Northwest or whatever, they got hit with snow, like crazy amounts of snow. And people got like trapped in the houses and shit like that. So I'm glad that we don't live up there. That kind of stuff doesn't happen.
I've never seen snow like that before. It'd be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. But,
whatever.
You do kind of, I'm prepared for a short amount of time for something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I'm thinking about buying a generator.
Major.
I'm thinking about buying a generator.
I don't have one here, but I have access to one. My thing is like not one person, it starts to get kind of crazy, but if you kind of like have a group, that'd be my thing. You would maybe want to plan ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like, listen, shit goes down. We're going to pool our resources.
Yeah.
Because we're stronger.
Well, you just come to our house.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we'll do that, get our parents, because they both live here.
Oh, if they can make it.
Right.
I mean, I'm not leaving.
We would just have like right. But like, you guys got to get over here. Shit's going down. We were all just like hunker down.
Yeah, dude. Because you won't eat each other if you're family.
Correct.
Like, no one's going to turn.
Right.
And if they do, we'll just all tag on that person. Mm-hmm. Like, get them. Like,
then there's more numbers to overpower the biggest guy to eat him.
And then my dog weighs like 95 pounds. We'll eat him for sure. He'll be delightful.
Absolutely.
So
put a little garlic on.
And then, our Oscar, our fish is getting big too. So we have his ass on the side too. We got plenty of food.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad we all got that out of what we're going to do now.
Pets are going first.
Pets are going first, clearly. Yeah. Obviously, your pets are not safe.
By week 3, pets are going.
Oh, yeah, he's going to look better and better. Like, I'm going to think of ways how to cook his ass. Like, you're looking delicious. Yeah. And he's already short hair, so this will be quick.
Kyle's going to hear this episode and be mad.
Yeah. I'm going to be like, if we just hit him really hard, he won't feel a thing.
Right.
People are like,
get him from behind.
That's so fucked up. I'm like, sorry. Social collapse, dude. We're in a blackout. We're on our 3rd week in a blackout. We're going to have to kill him. Sorry. He knows.
Yeah, he knows. He's an animal. This is where animals thrive.
This is where he's
from this world. He knows.
Or he'll just bail. He'll be like week 2. He'll be like, something's not right in the air. I can feel it.
They smell different. Right? He's like, I got to get out of here.
You guys are being way too nice. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Right. Like, he'll bail.
You guys are feeding me a lot of extra like fatty stuff out of what's going on.
The meat tastes very little fat on it. Sorry, guy, you're real leaned out.
Or there's fat, there's flavor.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, so I recently bought a Fitbit. I wanted to share that.
Okay.
I've never had one. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I really like it. It monitors my sleep patterns.
Yeah, so I've got my
awesome.
Samsung watch. I've had those forever. I haven't had a normal watch forever.
I have a sleep score and everything. It's really cool. I can monitor my heart rate.
Does it tell time?
It does. Yeah, I got the, look at that. Bing! It does my text messages. So it's like I forget which model it is.
It's like a little mini one.
It's a little mini one. I'm a mini guy, so it's mini me. So I got something to monitor my heart rate so I work out and then my sleep patterns and stuff. Just,
You want to get the... what is that fuck those things called?
It's a heart rate monitor for you wear it.
There's a specific thing they call it where you strap it around your
it's a heart rate monitor.
I know it's
that's what it's on Amazon. Did you look up? That's what it's called.
But I mean, there's probably a brand.
There's some girl at the gym that wears one, and I want to be like, "What the fuck are you wearing that for? You lifting weights? You want to make sure it doesn't get? I mean, I don't understand. I think it's for show. I bet it doesn't even have a battery in it. Doesn't even work.
Probably.
I'm going to think about actually taking my belt and just start wearing it around like that. And then what's that? I'm like, it's my heart rate monitor. It's leather.
I've seen those. There's. I used to work out at this place that at Prime. They had those, but it put your stats up on the board so you could see everybody else's and kind of compete. And that made sense to me because competition can spur you.
Well, it makes sense if you're
push harder
because you have a certain target zone to burn the most calories for your heart rate. So you have like 80% of that zone is 70%, 150 beats, whatever. That's where you want to stay for fat burning, right?
Yeah.
That would make sense. But if you're just wearing one to wear it, I mean, I don't know. Cool.
It's like, why wear that when you just have like that?
This is cool too because
it's out of the way. It's not strapped around your body.
I like it because I can see how much sleep I'm getting at night. It's cool. Like you can guess what time. This tells me verbatim when I fall asleep to when I wake up.
Oh, it tells you your REM cycles and everything.
O2, and then you can pay for the premium, and then you can actually tell your O2 levels while you're sleeping. Which I mean, I'm not going to do anything with it, but I do like to keep. Hey, whatever.
It's interesting.
It's cool. Whatever.
Yeah. Keep track of your bowel movements.
It doesn't do that. That's the Inspire 4.
Right. You got to wear that one on your ankle.
Yeah, you got to wear that on your ankle. So there was speaking of, did you see that video on Instagram I was seeing where that woman, that dude's mom finds his little fake.
Oh yeah, his little pocket pussy.
He's putting his pee-pee in this thing. He's putting
his little pee-pee in this thing.
Dude, I was laughing so hard.
And he had, what did the lubricant he had, his little bottle, and it was called something.
It said jerk off on it or something.
It was like jerk off.
She called him out hard on it, man.
Jerk off cream or something.
Dude, she couldn't stop laughing. I was like, God.
Putting that out on the internet he's going to get ridiculed.
Actually, he should just own it.
Yeah,
I did. It's cool.
Dick in that thing.
Well, it's better than a tube sock.
You should try it. It's awesome.
Yeah, don't think I showed Kai that video. I started laughing. I told her, I said, you realize that any kind of weird shit's in the house like that, we're going to do stuff to it. Yeah. Sorry. I don't care how great you think you are, whatever, it's going to happen.
Yeah, we said this before. You have the system. Every female goes through the system.
We've talked about it
in our brains, and there's also a little game that we play when we see things. Certain things, not everything, but lots of things. Not like
food or anything. Yeah, you're right.
Not some food. Where you're like, what? Can I put my dick in this? That's the other game we play.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like I said, if it's
not seriously considering it, but it's just a hypothetical
thing.
No, it's a hypothetical being like, I wonder what it would be like to put my dick.
Would that feel good?
That's it. That's all it is. It's a thought experiment. We're not actually trying to figure out if we can do it.
No,
that we realistically would do it. It's just a thought experiment. That's all it is. So yeah, and you'd be surprised.
Have you watched the show Workaholics?
Yeah.
So I'm new to that show. I've only seen a couple of it, but Crunk was showing me a video of it where that dude, I guess, walks in and they're like, "What's wrong, man?" He's like, "I can't go out tonight." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Because my dick fell off." He opens his towel and he's got it tucked back. I laughed so hard. I was like, "That is the best." He was like, "Yeah, dude, it's awesome." I had never seen that part, but he was like, "Yeah, my dick's back here." It's so funny.
That's where I did see one clip where they were riding in the car recently, and it was they were playing the Would You game.
Game.
Would you suck a dick for $100,000 or whatever? And he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I can choose the dick. He's like, yeah, you can choose the dick. Yeah, okay, yeah. For how long? Like 5 minutes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can do it.
Damn, that's a long time.
He's like, all right, would you do it for $50,000? He's like, yeah. You're right. He was like, kept going down. He finally got down to like $5,000. Would you suck a dick for $5,000? He's like, yeah, 100%. I mean, that's like a couple car payments, man. I'm down for that. Like,
gross.
Kept going deep further and
That's
further.
like when they asked that guy if he was a chick. What was the first thing he said? Let my boys hit it.
You let my boys hit? Yep.
I was like, damn, man. That's always been a question.
I don't know about that one. I'd have to shut off.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be like, that would be my first thing if I was like a chick for a day. It would not be like, I'm like go to my buddy's house and be like, hey man,
no. Would you let a stranger hit? Like somebody you didn't know, you would never see
No, the only
again.
way I would do that is if
you were if you were a woman for a day.
For a day. Like a real one. Like Freaky Friday shit.
Freaky
like
Friday, you
fake.
were in her body.
All right.
Right?
So okay, I've had the same conversation at my house. Okay. You get in the weeds. My wife's, weird like we are.
All right.
But I told her, so what if we just swapped?
Okay.
I'd let her smash me.
But it would be
But she'd be me. She'd be me.
Because in your mind, you'd still be you and you'd see yourself fucking you.
Yeah. Because you want to,
that'd be weird.
Yeah, but I mean, we've all thought about it. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So I would let.
Well, see, I don't have a significant
I would
other,
let me hit me.
I would have. Mine would be a stranger.
Okay, so I don't have a stranger. I'd know where I had been. Does that make sense?
you know where you have been in order for you to be in you.
And me. Yeah, that's right. I'd be all judgy and shit. I'm like, you're not very good at this, but it's, you know what I mean? And then she'd get back like...
But then she would be saying stuff that she normally says, but it'd be coming out of your mouth.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That would be so confusing in there, too. Like, if you're trying to move positions, you get in a rhythm, there's like, they're throwing me off.
Yep. Oh, that was like that...
It'd be so funny.
That was a...
I think about a lot of weird shit.
That show, The Peripheral... I can't say that fucking word. On Amazon.
The one that you said was kind of a bust?
Yeah, it kind of was weird at the end. I wasn't into it. But it had Chloe Grace Moretz...
Whatever.
Blonde chick, whatever.
Yeah,
from,
I know who she is.
Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
And she... premise was that they would wear this headset and it would project their consciousness into these bodies, and they were very realistic. They were basically humanoid, but they were just like empty shells. And one of the things they could do, and it was in the far future as well. There was a time travel aspect to it as well. But they had this weird interaction where in the future people can like have all these like neural link stuff, which I know Musk is like working on. So it's like what the future holds. And they basically like link up and they share the body. So two people share both bodies at the same time. And then they get it on. And that's got to be fucking weird, where you're like giving it and receiving it at the same time.
So you're yelling at yourself to do better?
Right. Yeah. Faster.
Slow down.
I'm trying.
That's the spot. Quit. You start crying. Right. Yeah. Right. Got to be an emotional roller coaster in that room. You'd be so exhausted by the end of it. You're like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, dude. That's got to be wild. But imagine like with Neuralink, which Elon Musk, I saw the FDA didn't approve his human trials. So this is the first time he's applied to the FDA to actually do. Oh, he probably has. I think it's a full surgical thing, so he probably hasn't.
Ooh.
But because they have to do full surgery, like put the chip implant or whatever in your brain to be able to like touch the surface of your brain and do stuff. Like it's a full implant to where you can think, and then a robotic thing or whatever will do. So his goal is his goal is to start off to fix people with neurodegenerative disorders to where they can't move their or people that have missing limbs or things like that, to where they can put on a prosthetic and then it can actually move with thought, and a lot better than what they have now, right? So it'd be a lot more seamless. And then further down the line, because he talked about how we pretty much are cyborgs already, to where we have a computer in our pocket. It's just the way we interface is analog. We have to use our fingers, right? He's saying, well, what if we can just get rid of the fingers, literally, and you just connect your phone to your brain and you can control that one. That shit. That's a little too much for me.
I'd rather have metal arms.
My thing is I don't know if you can stop it.
No,
I don't think you can stop it. I think eventually people,
it's going to happen.
If people want it, and there are people that are going to want that.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Gen Z,
right? They're going to want that. I mean, we already kind of like putting the whole metaverse thing. You're putting stuff on your head, and you're actually with your eyes, you're in a different world. that's not that far removed from just plugging in like Matrix style, right? That people are just going to want shit to be more and more seamless. Can you imagine like it's going to be just fucking wild, and you can like link up with people. It is going to be like that show where people
I'd
can
rather be like
up.
Ready Player One.
You can have like
that would be dope.
You can have like virtual circle jerks.
I don't know if I want to do a virtual circle jerk. I just don't know if I would want to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just not ready for that plunge yet. You know what I mean? I just don't think that's
I think it's going that way because I did read like everything's kind of like if you kind of like look at other things that are happening, they kind of like go together. You're like, okay, I can see where this is going. So you got the Neuralink thing, the metaverse. We already saw that dude was like making millions of dollars like stripping in the metaverse, and it was just a dude. And he was like,
he wasn't even good at it.
He wasn't even good at it, and he was like a furry or something. It was weird. And so you already saw the metaverse immediately got gross right away. And then now you're going to have Neuralink, so it's going to be even more seamless, right? At the same time this is happening, Gen Z apparently has the least average sexual partners between the ages of, like 20 and 35 or some shit like that, right? Their average is way less than the previous generations. So they're having less, as wild as they are, right? And seemingly promiscuous and, very open about sexual things and all this kind of stuff. They're having less sex because they're all online. And they're all awkward and they can't actually like.
Well, yeah, have you seen them?
People,
have you seen a group
they're
of them?
fucking crazy,
weird
right?
looking.
They're weird people. And apparently, they're having less sex than any other generations, which I might be in Gen Z. I don't know. But based on that, if that factor alone, I might be Gen Z. But so you think about that. So they're actually interacting with people in real life less. They want to be online more. They live online. Their real life is online. When they have to like go outside, that's foreign.
Right? Oh yeah, the whole thing.
Their actual life is on social media and online. And so it may get to a point to where that's just where people hook up is online. You just put it on your Senso rings.
It's safer. No STDs or STIs.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah, and it's just a couple clicks away.
Oh, that'd be so weird if you were having sex with someone on there like a lot and you didn't realize it was like your boss at work.
Yeah.
Oof.
Weird. Let's venture down this would you trail a little bit further.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so if you were a chick for a day,
all right.
Let's just say you already committed. You were gonna bang a dude.
I'm a chick who bang a dude.
Would you rather a small one or a big one? Got you there.
Probably a big one versus a small one.
Why?
I don't know. It just seemed like it would make sense to
See
me.
if it would feel better?
Or it would hurt like shit. I don't know. I've never had one in me, so I couldn't tell you. But I would imagine that if you're gonna, the way I look at it is if you're gonna take the plunge, I want something worth it. You know what I mean?
Go hog.
Because well, when you say big, I ain't talking like a 9-incher.
No, we're not talking about like Frankenstein. Big. No.
You're talking like 6, 7. We'll just say 6, 7, whatever. That's fine. Yeah, versus a weird one because I feel like I don't know. It's weird.
Small one's weird.
I don't want to pretend to be a chick. I don't like it.
You don't like this game?
I don't like that game very much because you put too much thought into it. Because I'm like, oh, maybe a big one would be nice. And I'm like,
and then you start venturing into really gay territory.
Well, I mean, everybody's a little bit gay, but I don't want to explore into that.
Yeah.
Oh, it is funny though. Would you do a small one or a big one?
I'd probably go with what side? What talking small? I mean, small. I'm thinking a couple inches.
It'd probably be small because I would be scared of a big one because I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Besides, I don't have any girlfriends I could ask.
Right.
Because if I ask someone that's a girl that's a friend of mine, she's gonna lie.
And I gotta give some love to the small squad. So
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Pay it forward.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be so weird. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Because people are really doing that shit. They're turning into boys and chicks and stuff.
Yeah.
I like our fake world better.
Someone say
I like our make-believe version.
Someone said something on Twitter, I think it said, remember boys, there are no chicks with dicks, just men with tits. And that
is a good point. I thought it was funny is when I sent you that picture of that girl with that hair and shit coming out of there, it looked like a damn chinchilla.
Oh, yeah.
When you were like, what did you say? There's a lot of grass in that.
There's a lot of moss on that mound.
I laughed out loud so hard.
Dude.
That thing was violent, man.
I don't understand. What is the attraction to
I don't know.
The way to fight the patriarchy or fight the power is to be disgusting.
Yeah.
To be a goblin creature. I just don't understand.
She wasn't even bad looking, but you pan down and You want to keep hair on your crotch, that's fine. But, like, I don't want it to literally come out like a Jerry curl on the sides where it looks aggressive.
Right.
Like, I don't.
Right.
And she was real pale. So it was
like a birthday
really
clown wearing
dark.
a hat. Yeah.
I mean, it looked like one of those things with a little magnetic pen where you could put hair on a little bald dude.
Yeah.
It looked like that.
Yep. That's exactly what it looked like.
It looked like a tarantula had thrown hair on his
Osama bin
ass.
Laden's beard.
Yeah, like they were wondering where he had been hiding. And it was right there in her.
Yeah, exactly. Like
right
that picture whenever they like found Saddam Hussein in a hole and they pulled him out. That
was her.
That was her crotch.
He was in there.
Right.
Yeah, it was rough looking. I don't understand that. Like that day we were at that pumpkin patch thing and that girl looked, I was like, she was kind of cute. And all of a sudden she put her arm up to wave at her kids.
Yeah, and just.
And it was blowing in the wind. I was like, no.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like that right there. Why?
I mean, you get a little bit of stubble in there. I don't care. Like I'm lazy too. I don't always want to shave.
Yeah, but
that
was intentional.
That was commitment.
That's intentional.
That was commitment.
That's intentional.
And you know that shit was braided.
And you know, if she goes that far with not
she's got back hair too.
She's probably got it everywhere.
Yep.
And she also probably doesn't wear deodorant.
Nope.
So she probably smells.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? But she's like, oh, I'm just my natural bacteria.
Yeah, because when you see those threads and they form into one like a wet dog on that arm, it's sweat.
I have heard that, you know, if you're putting all this stuff on your body, these chemicals and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I switched deodorants.
I've gone to a more natural ingredients route.
There you go.
That way,
sure.
So that's good. Sure. But I'm not going to the full thing where people are saying don't use any of it at all. Let your natural body bacteria on your skin.
No.
But I'm like, yeah, that's probably sounds fine. Like I've heard that people that go through that like the first couple weeks they reek and then it bounces out and then they don't smell anymore.
Yeah, because
my thing is like that immediately goes away. To me, as soon as you like do any kind of physical activity, you actually get dirty, you do some work. I gotta have a shower. I can't.
My natural smell is balls. I don't. Right. It stinks. Right. Like everybody has smelt themselves after working out. It's horrible.
Right. So that's a good point.
And you've all smelt the Amish when you're at a theme park and their family comes in there, and they use like goat's milk and like burlap and shit they've made and they whittled out in the yard. I don't know what they do.
Right.
Shout out to the Amish. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, I don't.
Weekly river washing.
Yeah. Like, sorry. I have a friend of mine that actually can't stand the Amish. It pisses him off when you bring it up.
Really?
Yeah. He gets fucking mad. It's the best. So I'll bring it up. I'm not going to say his name on the show, but it's fantastic.
You got to tell me later.
He gets worked up.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Like, he was like, that's bullshit. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, it's bullshit. The whole thing is stupid. You know, once a week they go out and make a phone call by the road, drive tractors and shit, and are like the buggies. Like, really? He said it's bullshit. He was fired up, and I was like, this is fantastic. I think we should bring this up more often.
Yeah, but I would say to their advantage,
they look gross.
They don't have any trainees out there.
Well, I mean, the stock's already pretty not great. So
no weirdos.
Well,
I mean, they're weird in their own right.
Have you seen them?
But within their own community, they're not weird.
Go to a little fruit stand here in town and listen to them talk to one another. It's like it's a Dutch type thing they speak. Oh, yeah. And they look crazy. They look at me like they should burn me at the stake because they don't have no tattoos.
They have no problem selling you produce.
They have a great product. I'm there to buy it. They do. It's wonderful.
They live a simpler life.
They freak me out. Except for the
ones. What they remind me of? It reminds me of that
Little House
that movie. Well, no, because that's literally what they are. But what I'm saying is, it reminds me of that movie, The Village. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, right? Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Where William Hurt and they
I remember
had that. I can't remember actually what started it, but he was like, "Fuck society." He buys this like huge acre compound and started a commune. He went back to the old school Puritan days or whatever, and they all dressed. And he wanted to live in a simpler time because something tragic happened. And he blamed modern society.
But then it got weird.
It got super weird. Because you're trying to keep people
I'm okay
contained.
with simple living, but when you people dress up like monsters,
right?
And that poor girl finds her way out, which is Dallas, and then she ends up like in the fucking streets.
Yeah, but imagine like what if that's what the Amish are? Like, what if there's actually a community that is like that? Because the Amish are around us now. They come out with
they come out at night.
I think those are Mennonites, the ones that actually are in the vans and they have the shoes.
They wear the Jordans with that whole
right, and they have the big conversion vans and they show up at Walmart and whatever.
But those
aren't Amish.
No, those are people that are like, we're not going to. They have cell phones. Like they're like, we're not going to dabble all the way.
Right, but the Amish, the hardcore ones, they're full.
Yeah, they're full on.
Right.
Kicking it.
But like, imagine like if they exist and we know they exist, what if there are some like deep communities in like the plains of Pennsylvania?
No idea.
that have no fuck. They're like those tribes you come across in like the Amazon. They have never had any.
Oh yeah, they like shoot bows and shit at you.
Like it's like you see a drone and they're throwing rocks at it or whatever.
Yeah,
I think it's like Diablo or whatever.
Yeah, those people got too close. They killed all of them. And they like we can't prosecute.
Right, exactly.
What? Guy doesn't have a social security number. We can't prosecute.
Thank God. But yeah, imagine that. There's actually like a Amish community and there's a dude in like a spiky porcupine outfit like scaring them so they don't leave.
From it. They did that on Scary Movie. They did a whole like spoof of that. Where Carmen Electra's character was the blind one. She came in like that church and took that big shit. And, like, she couldn't see.
That's right. Because the door was open the whole time. Right.
She just sat down.
She didn't know the whole congregation was there.
Yeah. It was nasty. That was a great movie.
You know what? We should just pick a random night. Maybe we can do a recording of it too, and just watch some of those, starting with one.
Okay,
and go back.
I'm glad you brought this up because I've been thinking about this a lot. So you remember Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Yeah.
Came on like in the 90s. It was a big hit, and then Netflix revamped it and stuff. Well, I was watching that all week. I was like, this is basically a podcast show.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's three dudes, like two are dressed to obviously doing the voiceover for Crow and the other little robot. And then you've got Joel. But they're just basically watching these B-rated bullshit sci-fi movies that are great and just talking shit the whole time. We do that every movie we go to.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, it'd be really cool to bring that back. Because they're not redoing it.
Not doing it anymore.
But dude, it's so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
Because the movies are really insane. Like, one of them was about Bigfoot, and this kid had to like protect Bigfoot. And he wore like a medallion. And it's these crazy, shitty acting. And Bigfoot looked nuts. And he found like an old Indian tribesman. They were like, protect Bigfoot. And he was like, your father's in danger. And there was like this weird country riff at the end of it. It's fantastic. And he wears this little medallion. At the end of it, they play like this weird, fucked up song. I'm actually going to... You have to hear it. I'm sorry. I can't keep going.
Okay.
It's so awkward.
We could, do that and watch some old... classics from our childhood or weird stuff that we came across.
I just like weird shit. It's like riff
like
about.
Warriors of Virtue or something.
That is
like that.
Great. The second one was garbage. The first one was great.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Ruse.
Oh yeah,
yeah, man. That was the dude from.
Watch some shit like that.
He's the bad guy. He's been in a bunch of miniseries shows and stuff too. That's a great movie.
I think who you're talking about.
Yeah, he plays the bad guy, but he acts all crazy in that damn movie.
Warriors of
this one's called Cry Wilderness. Just listen to this goofy.
Simon, we need a place to crash.
Just listen to this. Listen to this stupid song. This is the end of the movie. And there's like animals in the background.
That's a positive message. Why try?
Yeah. And like he sees Bigfoot and gets like this little show of
really grinding it in.
Yeah. Look at this. You got the medallion.
Is it a girl or
perseverance?
It's a little. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. He's got that weird like William Byers bowl cut thing. But like it's stupid shit like that. And they just riff the whole time for an hour and a half. It's awesome. That was a really terrible song. I apologize. That was a little loud too. What are you looking up?
You talking about
Warriors of Virtue?
That dude. Talking about that dude?
Yeah. Is that Angus? Do you even know what you're looking up? Hold on.
No, I'm looking at something else. Warriors of Virtue.
Yeah, look at Warriors of Virtue. If you guys listen and have never seen that movie, watch it. It's terrible. It's free on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. Warriors of Virtue. It's a martial arts fantasy film directed by Hong Kong filmmaker Rani Ye. Oh, it's his directorial debut. Oh, there you go. That solves it.
One hit wonder.
Where's the cast? Here we go.
First one's a banger.
Yeah, so Komodo was Angus McFadden. He was also in Braveheart. He was the guy that betrayed him. It was really sad. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
It's a great movie.
That guy. Nice. We can go back and watch some of that shit and record.
Did it get good reception?
The thing about Mystery Science Theaters is they throw in like little commentary, but
this says it was a cheap hybrid of Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, of course.
Roger Ebert gave it 2 thumbs down. It actually is a terrible movie, but it's got some cool parts.
Yeah. But I mean, as a kid, it was like, look.
I wanted to tail as soon as after I watched
kangaroo men doing karate.
And one's sad, and like the whole thing was super weird. There was like a weird feud amongst them.
Right. Robert Ebert can suck it. Right?
Yeah. That one was like Metal's deaf. He wouldn't talk, but when he did, it's basically like Denzel Washington.
Right.
So
we could do that. And obviously our style would not be like Mystery Science Theater. It would be a lot more rambunctious.
Well, rambunctious and a lot more
anybody
vulgar.
that actually wanted to watch the movie might as well just watch the movie.
Oh, you can't watch those.
You can't watch it.
The media doesn't, the voices don't even match some of the films. Like one was Reptilicus from the 60s, and their voice doesn't even match them.
But I mean, like, we would be just bantering so much that you would, if you're trying to watch the movie, you wouldn't.
No, you're just there for us.
Right. So we could set that up to where it'd have to be video. That way, I would have to find stuff that is no rights to it.
We'll figure it out.
Actually play it. And we could just watch some old, stupid shit, stuff I've never seen before, whatever, and we can just go.
That'd be fun. We'll do that.
Just riff on it.
We'll look into this.
Right. I kind of dig that. And, as we really don't have this problem because we just keep talking. We just, words do not escape us.
Oh, yeah, I talk all the time. Yeah, I'm a talker.
But it'd be good for something that's like an hour and a half, which is our average podcast length anyway.
Most of your B-roll movie films are going to be an hour 20, hour 15.
Right, so it'd be a good length. And, if you could just sit in silence and just enjoy the movie until something you want to make a comment, like that'd be fun.
I'm down.
And you don't have to worry about like dead air just because the movie would be playing. So.
Did you get back on your dating apps yet?
Man, fuck dating apps. Fuck dating.
Have you tried Match? Is that still a thing?
I actually, I did start up I kind of was like Googled, what's the best one for like
Match?
Whatever.
I use Match.
And there's like, do this one if you want to hook up. Do this one if you want to like hook up now.
Okay, right.
Do this one if you want to like be in a threesome. Like it was like
really,
yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
Really, no kidding.
A whole bunch of different dating apps geared towards different things.
Okay.
And so the best one I think was eHarmony if you're actually like looking for somebody.
Yeah. I heard Christian Mingle's good, eHarmony, and I used Match.
I've heard Match. So Match was on the list too.
I had a great success with it. It was cool. Now you do pay, but you don't. It's easier to sift through the bullshit if you're paying because only people who are paying, and no one's going to waste. Like I was paying like $36 a month. That was like 2009.
That's what this eHarmony thing was basically. But you have to like commit to a year.
You do
in order to get that.
I mean,
price.
I think truthfully, I think if you and we talked about it last episode before we didn't get to record it, but I mean, I think if you're really serious about it, I would do that if I were you.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what we were talking about.
I wouldn't do the Tinder bullshit. I would do something real. Like
we were diving into my psyche.
Yeah, we were.
That episode.
We can finish up with that right now.
We could.
Let's get in there. But anyway, I think you really should do that. I think you should do the Match.
After that failed recording and everything that happened, and I've had nothing but time this past 2 weeks.
That's true. You've been a real bum.
It really sucks. Like the storm kind of fucked me up because I had to do all this stuff. I had to be here. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't just leave while I got all this shit going on.
Right.
But it's not enough to be like doing something every day. So I'm going to find shit to do, and I really don't like it. So as much as we complain about jobs,
we're used to doing it.
If I'm like at home like the first week, it was great. And I remember I called you like after that first Monday where I didn't have to go to work because I'm in between jobs. I was like, felt great. I had like all this energy. I got shit done. I was going crazy.
It's cool at first.
Felt free and all this kind of stuff. But then about week 2, earlier this week, I'm just like in depression mode. I'm slipping into depression because I have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? So I think work is necessary. You got to do it. You have to have some sort of purpose in order to do something. But anyway, I did jump into the eHarmony thing and I did the psych profile. So I actually have a profile.
Good.
All built out. But I didn't finish it. I got to get some. Actually, I need to check it because I don't have any matches yet or anything. But that was a week ago when I made that.
Oh yeah, you'll get some. It used to do for me. It would do. You get 5 a week. It would match you by your thing. It would give you your matches.
Right. Well, I didn't pay yet, so I can't.
Okay.
I can't look at anything yet. So, but I guess mine.
I think it's a good investment.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey, you're a professional guy. You don't have a whole lot of time, truthfully. I mean, it's not. You don't have time to go to a fucking bar and meet some dumbass. Sorry, I just don't think it's a great place to meet somebody. If you met someone at a bar, good for you. But it's just, I don't think it's a great place.
Actually, my buddy was just telling me at the bar downtown. Nashville, Midtown, closed down, and they all went to. It was like their last day or whatever. They're going to have patrons, and before they closed down, and they all went to it. And that's a bar I'm very familiar with, and they all went to it, and it was nostalgic for them because that's where he met his wife. So,
I'm not saying it can't be done. I just meant I knew.
But I mean, the thing is like it's not. He didn't. It was with a friend group. It wasn't like random.
Oh yeah, well that's different. I meant going as a single man walking into a bar looking for love. That would be just awkward as fuck. I don't know. It'd just be weird to me.
No, that's you're looking for a hookup, and then maybe it turns. But you're not intending it to be.
Do you know
way.
how exhausting a hookup sounds? That sounds exhausting.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't know specifically, but
well, I mean, I wouldn't either specifically.
Lately, back then,
saying, like it just sounds incredibly exhausting.
Early on in my career, it was. I'm not into it. People have told me that I've been advised about like, hey, just go to like. One person told me this. He was like, just go. You like in your town, your local town. You got any hotels? I was like, yeah, I got some hotels. It's like just go to the hotel bar.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Just go to the hotel bar.
I probably know who told you that.
Strike up a conversation with some different folks or whatever. No, it wasn't who you're thinking.
Oh, okay.
And strike up some, you have to kind of go consistently so you can become kind of a regular or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then you'll end up running into like people that are there for a short amount of time. You bang it out and they already got a room.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
I'm just like,
that's short term.
Right. When he was telling me all this, I was just kind of like, sorry,
that sounds like a lot of work.
That sounds like a lot of work to be really kind of sleazy. You know what I mean?
It is. I mean, for what, 20 minutes? Great. Maybe 20 minutes again later?
I don't know. That's just, there's something kind of predator about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of sleazy. Yeah, like that's...
Like you're hanging around a hotel bar,
not cute.
I mean, I get that other person also is there for the same... That would be at the hotel bar.
I mean, one thing if you were a pilot and it was a layover and you were banging out with stewardess, like that'd be cool.
But that's banging with coworkers. That happens all the time.
Okay, no, I meant the opposite, where the stewardess would come to you on their layover, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if I was a pilot and I was hooking up with random stewardesses, which they call flight attendants, by the way.
Yeah, whatever.
Then that's just work hookups, which happen all the time.
That's not where I was going to go with that. I don't know.
You're talking about if I was like at an airport and I was.
No, if you were just a random dude, like and you had a roster of stewardess flight attendants that were coming to visit you.
Yeah, well, I mean, this in this scenario, I'm guessing is that. His
either way, it
sounds
was that stupid.
Anybody that was down at the hotel bar that gave you a time of day wants to hook up.
That's not what we're
obviously after. They are only there for a short period of time. They're leaving. They only want to hook up if they're flirting with you and stuff. So I was like, yeah, but that's just I don't know.
That doesn't sound great at all. It sounds stupid.
It sounds dumb.
I just yawned thinking about that.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
No, so I'm not into that's a terrible idea.
Right, I'm not into the hookup thing.
No,
anymore. Like it was fun in college, whatever.
Well, of course, it's cool.
That time period, but now it's just.
I'd rather have a good conversation. I'd rather have a good conversation at dinner or something with some substance to it. For show.
Yeah, like do things, not just the thing.
Yeah, like the thing is fine, but
yeah, it's awesome.
Let's do something cool.
It's awesome. When we can do that too later.
Let's do the thing while doing other things.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to do other things.
Right. And then think about the thing.
Right.
Right.
So, I just don't know if going to a bar at this point, I mean, at my age, is going to accomplish that goal. I just don't think so. Not in this day and age.
I don't think so either.
I mean, could it happen? Yes. Does it happen to people? Sure. But I just think that's not a good...
It's always an exception.
That's not a good numbers game.
Mm-mm.
I think being a little more intentional about it. So maybe the online dating thing is something about the online dating thing. They're just
I did
something about the online dating thing. Like I've heard, I hear people. It works. Blah blah blah. I've heard it. We actually have a friend that online dating is married. I get it, but I don't know. To me it sounds like bullshit.
I can tell. I used it for several years. And the only advice this was like
but you didn't meet Kylie on the online.
I didn't.
I want to know what are the actual odds, not of matches that happen that turn into marriages, but I don't know how to break down that statistic, but
I can tell you this.
It seems like a scam. What's the real odds?
I can tell you this. So I'll just give you my perspective on it. like how I did it, and then my experience, and like, did it feel like was it worth it? I guess if you're going to cut that question down. So I did it. I did match. I didn't do, because I was at the point kind of like you were. I was younger, but I got to the point where I was working so much and I was tired of the normal cycle of, because everybody lives in the same town. Like, you know what I mean? You cycle to the same people you went to school. I just wanted something different. So I paid and did it, and I met a lot of girls, but there was 2 particular ones that became relationships. And I mean, without that middleman match, like I wouldn't have met them. So they didn't turn into marriage, obviously. Mm. However, they were both pretty awesome. Like, I don't have any regrets doing that at all. Like, yeah, they were great people. Wish the best of them. Like,
how old were you though?
I was 19.
Yeah, so you were super young though. So,
but I was looking like you are. I wasn't looking for just a hookup. I was looking for the real deal. Mm. So, I mean, I don't think it's bullshit. I was awesome. Like, so here's what I did. If we're going to get into it for a minute. You do the profile, right? You do the whole thing, and then this system matches you to somebody who's going to match your personality, right?
Sure, I get that.
So there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit too to stir through. Like, you get out of it what you put in. So when I would find a match, I'd go, of course, off pictures, what they did for a living, not what they did for a living, but as long as they worked, you know, or if you're in school, whatever. Most of it at 19 was going to be attraction and with what their hobbies were and stuff. I would do texting and phone for about a week to just make sure that there's some sort of connection at all if we're going to get on. You know, if you're going to get along with somebody over the phone. I like talking on the phone. I know you don't, but at the time, that's what I did. And then I would have the destination. Okay, let's meet and have dinner and see if this is going to go anywhere.
I mean, I'm online dating. It's not like
I know. I'm just letting you know what I've done.
My perspective on the online dating.
Did I just fucking ramble for no reason and you're just sitting there like, this is not helping at all?
But yeah, because I mean, you're describing. I know.
Well, then just tell me. Okay, well then let me listen better.
My problem with it is what I'm saying is not the process. Is because I've done the process before.
I take back what I said, guys.
Now I'm older, and so my motives are maybe a little bit different, and you know the pool is different, right? I'm different. I'm not I'm no longer 22. So a different type of woman is looking whatever. So what I'm saying is it's dating profiles are weird to me because it feels very almost forced. It's not very organic. There's only so much you can see on a profile, and it just I don't know. I feel like it's just a the things that I want to showcase, I have a really hard time putting through on a profile.
You'll have to. It's
very difficult.
So I thought
then whenever I see things when I'm looking at their profiles, believe me, I've been looking on dating profiles for so long that I'll start seeing certain keywords or interests or whatever, and I'm just like gone because they start to blend together. They all seem the same.
Right. So I ran into it. Now this was years ago, but I ran into it where that would happen, like for myself too. Like, okay, you can't. It's just I had to go the extra step and actually do a lot of like messaging and then go straight into phone calls because I'll know. Instant messaging is one thing. You get someone on the phone and really see if the conversation is fluid. That's what I would do. If I had to do it all over again, I would do it just like I did when I was young. Yeah, I would do it just like that. I would skip that bullshit. Look for a few things. Obviously, attraction is important, whatever, and then go immediately to let's exchange phone numbers after your message a little bit, and let's talk, and let's see. I mean, that's
you get
because, like you said, if not, man, fuck, it's just I don't want to read about you. I want to talk to you, and I want to see
that. To me, also,
I want a more organic thing.
That's another problem I think that's about the profiles. Is kind of what I'm getting at is to where you put all this information on there to try to showcase who you are and be like, this is who I am. This is the type of person I am. And then you look at their profile the same way, trying to figure out who they are. So you have to put you feel like you have to put a lot of information on there in order to get your point across of who you are. Mm-hmm. But people are generally very bad at talking about themselves.
They want to describe themselves.
They're very bad at
because you don't want to be too like
all that.
Yeah.
Yep. And so and you also usually have a distorted view of yourself than what you actually are. That's just the way everybody is. And so then when I'm looking at profiles too, it's like also sometimes I have too much information. Like these are the things that I don't need. I don't need to know that you have a dog. You know what I'm saying?
I want to find that out organically.
I can find that out later. Like, that's not necessary.
Correct.
Right? And now I have this extra information before even meeting you.
It takes the fun out of it.
One single conversation with you, and I have all this information about you in my brain, and I don't need it.
No, because what happens is then you know all this, so your conversation doesn't happen organically when you meet. If you do meet,
right?
You're like, hey, I have a dog. I know his name's Skippy. Right? Fuck. Okay. Well, yeah. I think you almost have to just make it simple, stupid. Right. Like I don't want to know all that shit.
Right. And that's the kind of thing I did with the eHarmony. I noticed right away when I did it. Now,
that one does go really in the weeds.
It goes into the personality profile type stuff. And now I'm like, this is like a goddamn science experiment.
I have heard, though, because my mom had a client that met her husband of like 20 years from eHarmony, that you do have to do, if you do it as honest as you can. But I heard eHarmony is one of the best ones.
No, I mean, I did that profile. But what I'm saying, when I'm looking at a profile, no longer is it just like a bio and pictures.
Oh, yeah, no.
And like the school they went to or their job or whatever. Now it's all that. Plus like their personality type and like all these other little, I'm a 6 on the Enneagram morphing towards 7 with a moon rising, all this bullshit, all this crazy stuff. Yeah. And I'm just like.
Great.
Awesome.
You just need to ignore that. You need to go in there and find and ignore all the bullshit.
I don't know.
You need to turn and burn some dates. You need to turn them and burn them. You need to go through and meet some people, dude. You got to get out there.
It's just.
I would try that. I would definitely do those and just try it. Give it 100% try. 6 weeks.
You can see my face.
I know I can. I can feel your negativity.
You can feel my negative energy.
You need to get uncomfortable and get on there and fucking meet them. I'm telling you, dude. You got a lot to offer. You need to meet a chick. But you're right, though. Like, there's times when you'll come across them.
I have an adequate amount to offer.
That's bullshit. You're selling yourself short. You need to let me do your profile. You need to like.
I didn't say short. I said adequate.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Well, you were just talking about describing how hard it is to describe yourself. Like you don't want to sound conceited. You don't want to sound like a pile of shit. It's hard to describe yourself and not sound like a dick.
Well, I feel like
so it's just weird.
The only way for me to probably the best way to get my personality across is to listen to this fucking podcast.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Well, actually, you could.
That's really it.
I mean, that's true. I mean, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because my whole, I feel like what I bring to the table personality wise, besides like job and values and all that bullshit, all that crap, but is long-winded conversations about some of the most boring subjects, intellectual crap, politics and all that kind of stuff. Right, and self-deprecating humor.
I love that.
Those are my two.
I don't know what.
How do I get that?
I don't know what our age bracket of single women, are looking for.
They don't fucking know.
You
either.
could put a gun to my head, and I have no idea.
They don't know either. I doubt they know.
I have no idea.
And I think this is. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but we never actually released this episode where we talked about this because it got ruined by that
work.
Phone call.
Work. Yeah.
But. I feel like it's. I forgot where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, you did. I watched it happen.
You watched it just disappear into the ether,
like a fart in the wind.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I don't like it. Well, anyway, I don't like the whole dating process.
I know you don't. We talked about that as far as you. Well, I know. We talked about. You mentioned.
I think I know what it was.
Go ahead.
Was that I have this hesitation about meeting the modern woman today because I don't like a lot of what I see out there.
Well, of course we don't. Modern feminism is radical feminine is a nightmare.
Right. And as much as I'm not saying I want some fucking Little House on the Prairie type, 50s housewife bull crap. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, that's not. I don't even want that.
I know what you want. The lifeguard from The Sandlot. That's what you want.
Yes. What the fuck was
I just watched The Sandlot the other day. It's a great movie.
She was actually. I saw her on the cast list for Warriors of Virtue too. I think she was in it.
She was.
Wow, it's been a while.
I didn't do that on purpose, by the way. I forgot she was in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of a. You need a crazy chick.
Yeah.
To keep up. You want a little bit of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't have to mirror my, politics or beliefs or worldview, entirely, to the
You can change them.
But
you can change them.
But finding ones that are moldable.
You got to find ones that are moldable.
I mean, is that weird to say?
No.
Honestly, no. I don't find that as a weird thing to say. Being male, I don't find that weird.
No, like when I met Kylie, we still probably don't say 100% on everything, But I would say being exposed and being together this long, she has changed her views on certain things. Definitely being around me,
I think
it's just you.
She probably softens you up. Well, maybe
it's the same thing. Probably no. It's the same thing as being friends, as being like you and I being friends this long. Like even if when we first met, didn't see things like you eventually will like align down. You'll eventually run into each other and be like, yeah, that makes sense. You can't help it. It's the same thing with a relationship.
Yeah.
If, like you said, if they're pliable, moldable, like if they're open,
they have to be open to it.
They're open to things.
I don't know. I've changed my opinion on things, but usually I come to it.
You're kind of
slowly on my own. And usually it's not like any one individual changing my mind. It usually takes, so I'm fairly stubborn in that regard. Because I think about this stuff way too much and too often. So I'm pretty set. That's another thing.
It's not a bad thing to be, though.
Well in past mid-30.
But you're open-minded.
Yeah, so I'm pretty set in my ways, if that makes sense. I can adjust here and there. But I don't know. I just don't know if what I'm looking for, I feel like what I'm looking for exists on such a small group of people that it would be short of a miracle to come across. That makes sense.
Hey, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of stuff to move. A lot of weeds.
You may have to sift through a lot of rocks, man, to find a piece of gold. I mean, it may just take time, and in a couple of dates here and there wouldn't be bad for you, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that. I've actually gone on
You're
dates.
Not an idiot. You've known that.
I've gone on dates like that before. It was like, well, I don't think this is really going to go anywhere, but I could use the practice, which sounds terrible, but I know everybody does it.
It's company with a woman. It's just something different.
I know everybody does it anyway.
I know you didn't, but dating I thought was awesome.
I fucking hate it.
I love first dates.
I hate it.
It's awesome.
It's the worst.
It's fantastic.
No. I like,
You'll never get the nervous bug stuff anymore. Like once you settle in.
Who likes being nervous? I don't like being nervous.
I do. I think it's great.
I hate being nervous.
I think it's because I watched too many romantic movies.
I
watched a new one the other day too that was really good. I don't know, it's just that type of stuff.
I don't like being nervous.
No. It's a good, I'm not mean like nervous like you go to the doctor's office waiting for blood results to come back. I don't mean that kind of nervous. I meant just excitement nervous.
Well, sometimes that feeling is pretty close.
Fuck, man. No, that's not what I meant.
Sometimes that feeling is pretty close.
Oh, you're like shielding yourself like,
right.
Clenched up.
Your neck's getting all hot. And you can.
I've been in some situations where I was so nervous that I would like slobber jaw and couldn't talk right and 100%. Shit. Oh, man.
You get like cotton mouth and you have
dude.
And I've been on a date.
Shake and shit.
I've been on a date before to where I was like, it was really awkward anyway because it was going south really fast because she was, I think she was in law school at the time, and I could tell right away she had far left politics, and we somehow got into that area a little bit, and it was weird. But the environment was weird because we were at this like ramen shop, essentially. And so when I met her, we sat down. We got sat.
Was she Asian?
No, we got sat but it was at one of those tables with benches, and so there was like other people. Oh. So we were sitting at the end. Thank God we weren't smashed in the middle because that would have been really awkward.
Great.
But we were at the end, but there was like literally a dude sitting right next to me. Like we were touching thighs, right?
Ugh.
And then a girl was next to her, and so we're like trying to have a conversation while this other couple's having a conversation. Mm-hmm. Super awkward. I feel the awkwardness. I think she starts to feel the awkwardness. So we get drinks, and so I start drinking. And because I'm a nervous Nelly, I start power drinking. Like every other word, I'm taking a sip, right? Because I'm a little nervous Nelly, right? You know what I'm talking about.
We were in Vegas.
You know, exactly. You're just like, like you, 100%. And then before long, at some point I realized like, oh shit, I am slurring my words, which is making me even more nervous. So I'm drinking even more, making it worse, slurring more, and it was just a whole fucking thing.
You're hammered.
So I eventually just eventually the date was kind of like, this is kind of over, and walked her out and did a little hug or whatever. And I think I went back in and took some more shots, but so I was like, fuck this.
Trashed.
Yeah, right?
She got back in the car and she was like, he's a drunk.
It's a lush and a Republican.
That's the worst part. Rather than be a drunk.
Right, exactly. So that was.
Yeah, dude.
So I think probably the reason why my first dates usually I don't like first dates because I have not really had, I've told you this before, I have never had a blind, never met you before first date where I actually came away and was like, that was awesome.
I've had some great first dates.
0 times. They've all been awkward or weird, or they ended up in like, it was like a one night stand kind of thing, which I don't count those.
I have had some awesome first dates. I mean like movie quality first dates, man. You've never had one of those?
Nope.
Oh, it's special.
Now, I've had first dates with, some
young ladies.
Into, relationships, but I knew them already, and it was our, quote, first date, right? But I already knew them.
I've talked to
we were talking for a bit, and then we finally made it official and went on a first date. And all, like that, those are great. But I'm talking about, like, the cold first date. I just met you, and then we've gone on a date, or I never have seen you before, and I got, matched up with you.
Oh, yeah. I went on one
those have all sucked.
I went on one where we talked for a couple of days, and we met, and I was like, thank God. And she was like, I know what you're talking about. And I was like, I'm really glad you're really attractive. I'm really glad you don't look scary. Yeah, because like, what's funny is you're planning it, and they're like, I was like, well, you want to meet me at the restaurant? We can meet in one place and talk, and then we'll drive separate. Because I don't know you, you don't know me. I'm not going to put that pressure on you. What's funny is we'll get there, and we get out, and I'm like, hey, how are you? I'm Josh, whatever. And she was mad. And then I was like, all right, well, I'll meet you. We're going here. We're going to go this way. Just follow me. She's like, no, I'll just ride with you. I was like, you just had to make sure that I didn't look crazy as fuck to make sure it's okay. She's like, yeah, pretty much. I was like, okay, great. Here we go. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, good for you.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, fuck. I guess I didn't realize this darker side of things.
I was great while you were gallivanting around all these first days, having the time of your life. I was sucking up all the negative energy so that you could have that fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate you doing that for me. I don't know, like and don't get me wrong, like I've had some bad ones too. Like I've made myself so nervous, like almost passed out. Like I've said stupid shit.
Oh yeah.
Like I've messed up a lot. Gotten dumped a lot. Like it's not always cool first dates and running around. I've made head turns. I've had a lot of awkward moments. I've had, oh God, it's the worst. So I've been rejected a lot. I don't know. Women are they were stupid.
I know what you want to say. I know you want to say that. Women are stupid.
They're actually not. Most of them are probably really great people. At least the ones I still know or have seen online and stuff. They're all great people. It's just, they were just really stupid then.
We were all stupid back then.
Oh, absolutely. You're supposed to be. Yeah. That's what sucks about these damn kids I see now. Like, of course, I think everyone under 25 is an idiot.
Yeah, I know.
I'm starting to think 30 and under, you're a moron.
Yeah, if I see, that's what's so funny about all these like protest people, and they're out there activist types, and they're all under 25,
Gross.
and they're out there doing their thing. And I'm just like, I remember when I was under 25, I was a fucking idiot.
I don't think we were that dumb.
But I'm just like,
I don't think we were that dumb.
Even if they are our level of dumb, they have to be dumber at this point. Just look around, right? So they have to be dumber than we were at that age.
Yeah.
And I know how dumb I was at that age. I don't want to listen to anything you have to say.
That's true.
I don't even care if you might be right.
Yeah. That's true.
You're an idiot. You have no life experience. You've done nothing. You don't have anything to take care of besides a cat. Fuck off.
Well, I know you talking about when you were crazy then or whatever, the same, because I pulled pictures of you for that PowerPoint we did of you. That
was great.
Yeah. I saw some of your old pictures. I was going through your Facebook. Yeah. You looked like a crazy person.
Yeah.
I was going to use the one where that black guy was dressed up like Santa Claus and you were sitting in his lap. You looked like you weighed 85 pounds.
That's actually not my body.
Okay, because you were like...
That's photoshopped.
Okay.
My head on somebody else.
Because you looked like you were 80 pounds and all you were was teeth. Like, your teeth were very white, very loud. I was like, this dude is so amped up. And I was like, I cannot use this picture.
Did you think I actually was like sitting on some Santa's lap with another black dude on the other knee?
I didn't see the other dude. I just saw the picture. It was just, no, I didn't catch any of that. I just was going to use it, but I was like, I don't know if that'd be appropriate for work. But like,
you should have. I don't work there anymore.
I know. I was cracking up. I was like, that's pretty good. Because I was going through your pictures like when you were in the Navy and stuff. And I saw this one. I was like, holy shit, how old is he here? Like 12? Yeah, dude. So.
Oh, yeah. My Navy pictures, I look like I was in
you look like a child.
Navy junior.
You're right. You look like a little baby seaman.
Navy.
You were a baby seaman.
100%.
Yeah.
My God.
I saw that. I was like,
how old were you? Play.
How old were you?
I was 20 years old.
Yeah, you look like a guy that would be holding like a cardboard boat in a production. And you were like, we're in the Navy. And you were like, had your little arm hanging on the side of it. That's what you look like.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sailor number 3.
That was you.
Yeah.
or Main Sailor.
Right.
You were in the spotlight. Yeah. Those pictures were hilarious.
Exactly.
We went through and really found some. Because he messaged us and was like, I need pictures of Culpepper. I said, on the way. And I dove through your Facebook. I was like, use these. I looked for the worst ones I could find.
Yeah, it was something you found that I didn't even see. Because they must have been on your camera roll.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
So that was good.
Yep. The powder wig was on mine. The Vegas picture was mine.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
we did good.
Where I look like a fat lesbian.
I love that picture.
It's a great picture.
So funny. That's the one he really wanted.
You know what? Maybe I should.
He laughed out loud while he was making that.
You know what? I know people try to put their best forward on these dating profiles. What if I just put some of those?
No, see, that's what's going to get you in trouble.
Why?
This is the same shit you did on Tinder where you made it a joke instead of taking it serious. No, you're not doing that.
Yeah, but if I put some of that shit up on there, which is hilarious, by the way, those pictures are fun. And if I actually get matches with that.
So do normal ones too.
Okay.
Sprinkle them in. Salt Bay in the powder wig because you do a podcast. Don't make your profile picture where you're selling rice on the side of the boat. With a Gizmo T-shirt on, in a rental kayak. You can't even afford a kayak. That's not I looked weird as shit too in that picture. I was like the pale warrior and had a straw hat.
Looked like fat tourist Raiden.
Yeah. I looked like a washed up Johnny Cage, post his stardom. It was terrible. I hate that picture. Yeah,
that was awesome.
It was a good time.
So yeah, maybe I think I'll sprinkle them in. I'll take your advice.
But yes, I do think so because that does shine your personality. I mean, there's some quirkiness and funniness. You don't want just pictures of you the typical. There he is.
I don't have
friends. I'm just saying.
That's the other problem I have when I'm making these profiles is I don't go around taking pictures of myself.
Do you want me to
get my picture taken?
Do you want to do some headshots? Kylie's got a camera. We'll do some headshots for you.
Oh my God, that feels so weird.
What I want to do for our Christmas cards this coming year, or I told her we need to do for family pictures, is do the 90s funny ones.
Yeah.
Turtlenecks, and let's just make it as awkward when that thing comes in the mail. What the shit is this?
Yeah. I could do some fun. I'd do something if I was to do an actual shoot, right, where I'm getting pictures taken of.
Like Glamour Shots by Deb.
I'm going funny with it. I can't not.
I know.
I can't just sit there and try to be
yeah, anytime someone says I'm going to get new headshots, I cannot be taken serious. I'm sorry.
That sounds gayer than anything that I could come up with.
I feel like I should go to JCPenney's and get them done.
Right.
If that was still open. I don't think JCPenney's is open anymore.
No, I think they're gone.
You think you can go to Walmart and get them done?
Whatever, but that's just, I'm not putting a fucking professional headshot on my dating profile.
No, because then you know what I immediately think? You're lame.
You're lame. You're an idiot.
Work takes over your life. No, thank you.
No, I'm not doing
Or if you don't smile with your teeth. Sorry, I don't trust you.
Yeah, 100%. I need to know what them things look like because they may be, filing for separation. Or they're maybe missing. Right, I can't. No.
Actually, missing
might be a different shade other than white.
Missing would be interesting.
Yeah. What?
Well, at first, you know what I mean.
Yeah, but it's got to. Yeah, but it can't be one. It's got to be
but
all.
But if she's got a nice, pretty set, you can't tell. But
you're talking about she's got some false teeth up in there.
Your curiosity is going to get you.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay,
she's got some false teeth, but as long as they're.
The rest are intact. Is that what you're going to say? Okay.
You can't have just one missing one.
Or just one big one.
Right.
Or just one big ass one. You know
a Gerber baby. The one tooth.
Yeah, one tooth, yeah. I mean, that one tooth was white. You know what I mean? I don't trust it.
It's easy to take care of one tooth.
Yeah. That's true. That one tooth looks good.
You can get all the way around it. You don't have to worry about the other teeth.
It's a one, but I keep it clean. All right.
Right.
Ugh. Shit. Yeah, so you have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I'm really my pictures. I may have to actually see if you've got some of them.
This is your year. This is your year for a new roof, a new carport, new tattoo, new lady. I mean, really.
First tattoo, not really new, but yes, new.
It is new. It's new to you.
And also new job.
Don't
probably
be rude.
moving, so new.
Oh my God, this is incredible. I mean, 2023 is your year, dude.
Yeah,
meet you a chica. However they say it.
I'm gonna keep my I'm maintaining my excitement, but also keeping my expectations low to manage them so that you know how I do.
I wish I could help more, but I can't. I can't.
Let me help you.
I want to, but I can't. I just I don't know a lot of women anymore, and I can't share my wife. We just don't. We're not that tight. So Like that day I had my...
Is that the only thing that's stopping it?
Yeah, I remember when I bought my Mustang and Garrett wanted to drive it years ago when I got that first... When we lived in the apartments, and he was like, so you want to drive it? He said, yeah, man. So I get in the car. He gets in the driver's seat back. He was like, I was like, what's wrong? I was like, it's automatic. What's wrong? You can drive a stick to it. He was like, can you get in the back and let Kylie sit up front so it doesn't look as gay? And I was like, you can borrow my wife and my car? Yeah. I was like, okay. So I got in the back seat and he wanted her up front purely so it doesn't look gay. That's two dudes up front. So I was like, all right, fine. So he drove it. He loved it. But yeah, he literally, I mean, that's what friends do. He literally looked at me and was just like, hey man, do you mind getting in the back seat? Jerry, enjoy my wife. And I'm in the back seat like, I'm here. Yeah, he was cool about it. So
you got cucked. That's what that's called.
Hey, that's what friends are for, man. If your friend looks at you and says, hey man, I just need to borrow your wife for this 10-minute drive. I'm like, sure. Okay, go ahead. I'll be in the back seat. I was basically
you have to be present.
I was basically like the dealer. Right. In this whole transaction.
Yeah, you were talking about like the steering column.
And he's just like, I'm just glad you're not up here.
And everything. Yeah.
I have heard the joke that you know why you never see a baby in the backseat of a Mustang. I was like, why? My friend said because two dudes can't make a baby. He's like, Mustangs are gay. I was like, sorry, man. I really liked mine. It's a great car.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. That was a good one. Gave me a headache when I'd ride in it because it was so fucking loud.
It was, well, the drone was real bad in that one. It wasn't, I wanted it louder, but I didn't keep it long enough to make it louder.
Yeah. I remember when I straight piped that.
The Challenger was better.
That F-150 that I had.
It was loud.
It was loud. And I remember initially, it takes a second to get used to the brain.
The GMC I had was the loudest. The Sierra was the loudest truck I've ever owned.
Bulldog too.
No, that was the silver one that I had. That was the loudest truck in the world. It was awesome. Everyone hated that truck.
Remember, was it who we worked with had the stacks? Shit was goofy looking.
Who was that?
Rylan.
He had that used GMC with the stacks out of the back. He bought it like that. Yeah. That's right. You know he wouldn't have paid to have that done. Just tight ass. Yeah. I heard he's actually doing pretty well for himself. I haven't seen him, but yeah, apparently he's doing pretty well. Whatever. Who gives a shit?
Well, I'll work on this dating profile. Actually, I would rather just have somebody make it for me. Because like, I was saying earlier, do you want Kyle and I to do this for you? Just fucking make it. Fine. I don't care. Just take all the pictures that I have available on
we'll handle it.
Social medias, because I think that I've.
All right, I'm not going to tell you we're going to do it. I'm going to let you know we might do it. I don't want you to assume we're going to do that for you. But our Friday nights are not. You know what I mean? Married couples we don't do a whole lot on the weekend, so it's like we might just take a couple hours a night and get this going.
Yeah, make it like a fun date idea.
I mean, they did it. They've done it, and this means war, and it worked out for Reese Witherspoon. Why can't it work out for you?
I suppose so. I think it worked. I think somebody made my sister's profile. I think my brother made my sister's profile.
But I'll have to give you access to it because I can't be messaging some randos on Match.
Yeah, no. I mean, you just make the profile. I'll handle it from there.
That's true. I'm going to make up some weird shit. Loves horse. He used to be an equestrian.
Fine, do it. Actually, Tinder is such bullshit to me, to where even whenever it worked for me, I would goof on it too much. Try to elicit funny conversations and all that shit and troll people. But I just changed my profile. None of it makes any sense. Like everything about me is a total lie.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. It's a good place to start is lying.
Because I was just seeing if it made any difference with the.
I knew. I used to watch Jacob on that thing, man. He would turn and burn. I was like, how do y'all even pay attention to that? And it was so quick. Who is that? Whoa. Hold on now. Go back.
Tinder.
Hold on. Wow. Is that local?
20 miles away.
Oh, that's nothing. Wow, and she smiles with her teeth. Hold on now. Are you going to swipe? What does it mean when you go? How does it mean if you like them? Do you swipe right or left? How does that work? I've never used Tinder.
Oh, they put fucking pronouns in bios now.
Who cares? Well, anyways, how do you accept her?
Just see if
what is that one? Hold on. Let's do this live. Let's see what we got here.
We're doing some live
Whoa,
swiping.
Who was that heavy front?
Oh, look, a dog.
That's okay. 27. She's really got them things out. I don't think that's a good look, truthfully. You leave nothing for chance. You know what I mean? You show that much deep cleavage, like there's no look at that. Like, I mean, that's a lot. You know what I mean? She's got them really separate.
San Diego. So.
Oh, she's a moron. All right. Skip. No. What is this? Oh, I work out. I have to wear this.
Oh, yeah. And then you'll see stuff like this.
Whoa. What is that?
Well, one of the things.
Oh, hold on now.
A lot of them do is.
That wasn't even abs. That was her belly button. You want to see my happy trail?
Right. It's probably OnlyFans solicitations.
Oh, gosh.
So a lot of this.
That's such crap. All right. We'll move on.
Blah, blah, blah. Probably, I don't know.
What does it mean if you're verified on Tinder? How does that work? She looks like Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, I know, with the fucking fake eyes.
Those are look stupid. Ew.
I don't know.
Okay, I was just wondering.
I think you have to like.
So this is how this works?
You have to like put in some pictures to take like an actual selfie picture.
So this is how this works? Basically, you just judge women?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: why are these really attractive women on here? Like, are they struggling in the dating world that bad? Like, I don't.
It's either hookups. This is what Tinder's for.
Okay.
I mean, when I looked at like what's each dating app, what's it best for? Tinder is for hookups. Or if you're a female and you're as a guy swiping women, it's OnlyFans. So they'll have like I've matched a lot of these types.
So this is basically solicitation.
Yeah, I've matched a lot of these types on here. And then it eventually leads into a conversation about like, oh, follow this link, and it's the fucking OnlyFans or whatever.
So how do you know that these are genuine? Can you set the mileage for how you want your?
Yeah. See, this one is probably OnlyFans just because
she looks like an idiot.
Well, I've never seen anybody like that in where we are. 4 miles away. Give me a fucking break. And basically no bio.
All right. Well, can you find a real one?
Look anyway. See if I can get a match so I can show you what I'm talking about.
Oh, damn!
Bust your girlfriend.
She takes up. She going out of bandwidth on that phone. That's a big girl. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, she was like, it looked like a bison. Hey, whoa. Is this the same girl? Mm. You're going so fast. How do you know? I don't understand. Hey, she likes Vegas too. Whoa. How do you know? Y'all are too fast at this, dude. I don't understand how you.
Well, I just went through. Let's see. There's the.
Okay, so but how do you know? Okay, so this is the same person.
Same chick. I'm just looking at all of her pictures, and then
see when you see someone like that, I'm like, are you struggling, or does she just date a lot of assholes?
So this is probably a real person because she's got an extensive bio.
She's an ICURN.
A lot of information.
And the dating world is difficult for her.
Yeah, I know.
Give me a break. I would probably like her though. You should. Maybe she's looking just for a really funny, cool guy.
Well,
and look, they're not too revealing. That's kind of mom-like. So she's not, you know what I mean? Look, she likes hockey.
The thing is like, probably...
She exercises.
You asked her, like, why are they struggling in the dating pool? It's because they keep picking assholes.
That's what I just said. She wants a nice guy, like her. She's looking for a really nice guy. Who's this chick? What's her name?
I don't know.
Apricot? Is that AP?
AP. Yeah, sometimes there'll be names like this.
That's stupid.
Sure, maybe.
What do you want somebody to make me laugh? Smile with your teeth and we'll all laugh.
Well, I'm curious what AP stands for. Sometimes I'll match.
Advanced placement.
Advanced placement. Well, yeah, but it's a name.
Laura? How old is Laura? Look, she likes furry vests. She's not smiling with her teeth.
Woo! Look at that little dude.
Hey, that's why there's no secret. There's no secrets here. Laura puts out. You know what I mean? Or she did once.
Yeah, but I told you, like, that's fresh.
That kid's probably 2.
That's fresh.
Maybe he has an iron deficiency or something. He just looks younger. What does it say about me? I'm a mom looking for the right man. Is that what it says?
Yeah, apparently
it's a weird ass
pregnant
filter.
Or wasn't.
Hey, he could have been an asshole. I don't know. Okay. Well, she doesn't smile with her teeth. She's got a kid. Laura's got a lot of baggage a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
What's this girl? Hold on now. What we got here?
The smile, no smiling with teeth.
She has a nice smile.
Is an instant. No, right?
I don't like those glasses. What's her name?
I don't care how attractive they are. If they don't smile with teeth, I'm out.
What's her name? Tara? Tara?
Tara.
I think she goes by Tara.
So I'm trying to see, like, oh, fuck, I said how much time we have.
How much time we have?
We have like 10 minutes. We're fine.
Okay, we're good. This is exciting. This is hilarious. What does she say?
Oh, my God. All right, so here's the about me.
Yeah, hit me with this.
So, down to earth. Sweet/caring.
Down to earth, I'm sorry. That's really vague. I mean, I don't. What does that mean?
Affectionate. Okay.
Who cares?
Women generally are. Wine addict. Okay.
That's actually kind of cool.
I don't know why that's an important fact. Brunch fan. Okay.
Also, I like brunch too.
You're a woman, so okay.
Yeah, but I like brunch.
Right, but all these things are like yes.
But I like the fact that it's super vague because it's like I need to find more about her because she's probably thinking like this is lame.
Don't worry, we're getting there. I've already kind of skimmed ahead. Nymphomaniac.
The movie or in real life?
Real life. Need a guy to keep up. And I'm looking at her and I'm like,
keep up with what are your standards?
Keep up with you laying there?
Yeah, that sounds. You look like you're really into it.
Give me a break.
I'm a and what does that mean to keep? Up?
What if you're like awesome in the sack and I bust after like 30 seconds? Like, give me 5 minutes, I'll be back in there.
Yeah, but
like, what does it fucking matter?
What does it mean keep up? Like, what are you swinging from the rafters?
It doesn't make sense.
You can barely.
Am I chasing you around the house? What does it mean?
What, in your mom outfit? Like, no, thank you.
You gotta keep up.
You gotta need someone to come a nymphomaniac. Oh, great.
But listen, lady, I've jerked off 8 times in one day. I think I'm fine.
Yeah, we're good. I did it as we were talking right now. I phantomed it in my mind.
Right, it's fine.
Yeah, you need to keep up.
You need to keep up.
Yeah, bitch. Don't like her. We don't like her.
That will, as soon as we get in a relationship, that will.
What was her name?
Scrub off.
Yeah, what was her name?
Tara.
Tara sucks. Go to the next one. I don't like her at all.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Nymphomaniac?
So this is what I'm talking about.
You should message her and be like, is this for real?
This particular profile right here, I have seen this profile 1,000 times.
Good. Well, swipe whatever it means for no. What is it? Oh, who's this? She blends her makeup really well. Is that filters?
She's a little, probably.
Those glasses are nice.
Business management.
Samantha, she's 32. Where's she from?
Michigan originally.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Everybody's in Nashville. I have to set my limit out to Nashville.
Can we see some? How many photos does she have? She has some tattoos. So okay.
Peeking there. Oh, there it is.
I don't know about that. Well,
I hate that. I don't mind it being up.
I don't know about that. That's a weird placement.
I don't like it up top.
Okay,
it's weird.
Well, let's not be too.
But I'll get past it.
That's a cute look.
I don't have any tattoos, so
she does her makeup well. That. You know what I mean? She smiles with her teeth. They're white.
What are you, gay?
No, I'm not gay, but if you're gonna put makeup on, look like a dumbass.
Negative. Here we go. She's
cute.
Here we go.
What's her name? Mara? Ooh, like Mara Sov from that video game, right?
Oh, maybe.
And look, she likes cats like you do. This is great. Y'all already have something to bond over as cats.
I can tell from this profile that she probably rarely checks it. She's just kind of bullshitting. Someone told her to do it.
That's okay.
No bio to speak
Hit like. Let's like her because she likes cats.
It's fine. We should do. We should. We need to get video. We have got to get video going because then I can actually do this live.
Yeah, we can do it. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
All right. Well, who's this? Oh, look, she skis. That's snowboards.
So even
look at this. Some with sharks. She's adventurous.
On a stage somewhere.
Is she in the NASCAR pits?
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's a checker flag. You like NASCAR?
I don't know where the fuck that is. Universal Studios.
By herself, she looks like a loser.
On the beach,
well, she has no friends.
She's a Packers fan. It's been in England. She's well traveled.
Was she always by herself?
They always have the gayest looking dogs. I swear to God.
I know, that's okay.
These things that would never survive in the
I gotta be honest with you. She sounds like she'd be someone that would like encourage you to travel. I think you should like her. Yeah, I mean, you like to travel. Y'all could travel together.
Sure.
I don't know why you just said sure, like you don't give a shit. Oh no, what is that? A smoky eye?
Yeah. No. That's
Jeez. Does she put on her program that she likes to eat?
That's a smokehouse eye.
Yeah, I love barbecue. Skip.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
too much. That's too much.
Wow, look at these things.
And I also see a lot of profiles where they're making the same facial expression in every fucking photo.
Look, she can wipe her ass and sneeze at the same time.
Yeah, dude, look at that shit.
That's great. Why is you're supposed to hold the camera up?
She's bad at it.
Wow.
But I like.
What's her name?
I love this profile. This profile's great because it's like
Casey?
Blurry photo in a down tree.
Right.
Face up, face
really
shot,
close.
like terrible.
I bet she's really cool.
And then
look,
a plant,
a fucking vicus,
a fucking house plant.
Yeah. I mean,
see what I'm dealing with?
That's okay. Can you vote someone just bad profile, like not swipe left or right? You just put lame.
Do better.
Do better. You'll meet someone.
Racism. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you like what you like.
Not into that.
See, what?
And again, these are the fucking profiles that I.
What's her name?
I love
Sherelle.
Yeah. So right. I'm looking at. How much
time do we have? How much time do we have?
We got 6 minutes.
All right. Cool. Easy.
Looking at a lizard and then a dog, and then I finally get to her.
So she might be really nice, but just not your type. That's okay. Yeah. Oh, who is this? See, I'm not buying that.
I would have nothing in common with this girl. Nothing.
I wouldn't be able to talk. What are we going to talk about?
She's really nice to look at on Instagram.
She looks like an idiot.
But I would have nothing in common with this girl.
And look, she's not there by herself. Come on.
I guarantee you.
Look at her lips.
That her friend group would be the most obnoxious group of people.
It's probably dudes.
Probably
like
all dudes.
A mixture of weird.
Probably other women that are indistinguishable from her.
That's correct. Her name's Melanie. And Melanie's a moron.
Her entire life is around what can I put on Instagram.
Exactly. Move on. We don't like her.
Bye.
Whoa. Who's this? Hold on now.
She's a little. She's a little.
What do we have here?
Skankosaurus. I'm kind of into it.
I'll be honest with you. Every shot we have seen has not been clothed very well. See,
she looks like she would.
Looks like a slutty Wendy's girl.
She looks like she has emotional problems,
daddy issues,
and
look at here.
Would be really fun, but would drive me fucking insane.
Who's that guy? See, this is a no go. Yep. Sorry, JC. Yeah, and her name is not great. Who puts a video like that on?
Apparently, tacos is like an aphrodisiac for women because they all love tacos. Apparently, they have to make sure you know that I love tacos. Like, who the fuck doesn't like tacos?
Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know.
But I swear to God, I'd say 80% of profiles they talk about their love of tacos. Okay. I like tacos too. I like lots of foods. I don't put them. I love it's food. Not a shopping list. It's a dating profile.
I love food. I mean, okay. What's next? She sucks. Who's this?
This is kind of fun. I'm enjoying this.
I've just never been on here. This is a lot. This is busy. Oh, stop doing that.
Yeah, I'm not into
That's awful.
I don't like the, what is she?
Why do you even look at her profile? I wouldn't even read anything. She sucks.
That's just generally how I go
Who's this?
Is usually first picture is make or break. I'm like, some of them I'm instant. I'm like, I don't care. Boom.
Yeah, don't be shy with me here.
Some of them I'm like, okay, I need to see more.
Who's Kelly?
Some of them are like, I'm not sure. I need to see more. And
she looks familiar.
If they look something more like this, to where it look like a real person, right? I'll check all the photos, but I want to read the profile to see if kind of get what's going on here. See if I see any.
Let me read one of these.
I'm not really concerned about some of the information. I'm just looking for red flags.
Let me read one of this real quick. You have this little puck on the back of your phone, little thing.
Yeah.
Let me read this.
Read it up.
All right. This is Kelly. She's 34.
You got 3 minutes.
Verified nurse. Okay. I'll never be on Tinder. My friend made this profile because she thinks I need it. Kill me. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I know I'm not a Tinder hookup kind of gal. Just trying to sound old-fashioned.
Even if they are, they all say that.
I'm a mom, so if kids scare you, run. No, seriously, I have hell kids in this bitch. That's funny. Run. I'm fun. A bit feral. I've been told I have a crackhead energy because I'm always down for anything at any time. I wear flannels and Carhartt, but I don't live on a farm, and I've never worked construction. She sounds great. Looking for still figuring it out. We're not figuring it over here, bitch. We know what we want. We're gonna like you.
Yeah,
though.
I like her anyway.
Yep. Oh, we're not gonna like Kara. Kara looks like she could bench a fucking house. We're gonna go no.
We need to do an episode.
Sorry, Kara.
With just me doing. We'll just do Tinder. We'll just judge women on Tinder.
We can do that.
And
how much time we got?
We'll hook it up to film. Oh my Lord, she's not real.
How much time we got?
We need to end this.
Oh, go ahead. Thanks for letting. All right. It's fine.
Yeah. So. That was fun at the end, though.
It was great.
I kind of dig that. We might need to.
We'll look into that. It's fun.
Look into that too.
Yeah. Make sure you guys like, follow, subscribe.
Let's take my romantic search.
Okay.
Public.
Let's do it. Like, subscribe, follow. Please comment. Got some stuff still coming down the pipe. We're gonna have a guest on next month. I'm just trying to finalize dates with him. It's been a busy month for everybody, so it's kind of tough finalizing it. And then Crunk's coming back on. Garrett's coming on to the show as well. It's going to be a great time. Video is still a big thing for us this year. We're still going to work on that and try to figure that out. Also, we might be moving rooms. Might be changing locations.
Scott might come on.
Scott's going to come on soon. So things are still going great. Sorry we missed those 2 weeks, but life happens and tough shit. Sorry.
All right. Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Peace.